Think about mom and dad and the children, etc. Could not God have accomplished, or how would it have been in the accomplishment of his temporary earthly mission if he had done it not from a family perspective? Or is it possible to get away from the idea of family? Is it that every nature of relationship, we would say that's family, but could God have done, or do we see anything in God's dealing with people outside of family in an effort to accomplish some things?
Well, what we call family is almost innately wrapped up in what God created. For example, he created the man, and then he created the woman as a helpmate or a help fit / suitable for the man, and commanded them to multiply and replenish the earth. So procreation from two people is what we're calling family: a man, a woman, and their children. And so I don't know what he would have done differently, but I know that's how he did it, and that's what holds us close to God.
Let's talk about some things we see biblically that as a result of family, it functioned better, or the fact that the family existed. Well, what are some of the things in Scripture we see that we could say this is the result of family functioning according to God's design?
Okay. Well, I think of a number of Bible examples. Let me just mention some of them, or maybe a couple for the time that we have. But Noah, when everything had degenerated so that man's heart was evil continually and the world was pretty corrupt, Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, and that's Noah's family, Noah, his wife, their 3 sons and their wives, and through them the whole world was spared and replenished. The other example that I think about is later in the book of Genesis, when man degenerated again. God called Abraham, and Abram had a nephew named Lot. Lot pitched his tent towards Sodom, but when God was about to destroy Sodom, he said he would not withhold from Abram what he was about to do. And Abram pled for Sodom and Gomorrah. And in his plea, he finally got down to 10 righteous people. God, what if I can find 10 righteous people in Sodom? Well, Lot didn't have 10 righteous people, but he should have had them in his family. And I think if God could have said for Lot what he said for Abraham, then there should have been enough people in Lot's family to spare Sodom and Gomorrah. But what God said of Abraham is, I know Abraham, that he will command his household after him. That's the design of good family.
You know, that's interesting that you said that. I'm wondering if very many people have picked up on the fact that many of the things, many of the projects, so to speak, that God seeks to accomplish, he seeks to do that through a family. For example, we could say he put Adam and Eve here as a family, and he was seeking to populate and subdue and control the earth. We could say with Noah, he saved the world in righteousness through that family, what he's seeking to do. We could talk about certainly Abraham, he created a Hebrew race through that family. What are some other instances in Scripture where it seems that God just gave an assignment to family, and this is what he expected them to do, but that behavior was a part of his overall plan?
Well,